And welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, first pitch coming up. And getting to start, Alex Wood. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
136.
That one misses, and the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Kicks and fires. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get Mullins for the out. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
1 out, bases empty. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Puts it away for the out.
Batting third, the catcher, number 35.
2 outs, bases empty. So next to hit for Baltimore, Adley Rutschman.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Out to short. Throw is low, and he can't pick it. Runner at first with 2 away. And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. And a foul ball. Rutschman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Two outs. The shortstop takes the ball. Kicks and deals. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 left for the Orioles. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Pittsburgh, And on the mound now, Kyle Bradish. Singing, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Bottom of the first. Now here is Ke'Bryan Hayes. The pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. On the ground to third, and he grabs it, foul. Got him swinging.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
And now the right fielder.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2. That's inside. Swings and misses. And 2 away now.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Brian Reynolds here.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Fought off foul. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-1.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Mullins racing over to make the catch. We played an inning, no score. New inning getting started. Here's the veteran outfielder, Anthony Santander. Santander getting to start in right, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. And the pitch. Got one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
And the 1-0. On the ground to the left. Cruz on to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 2nd. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
In there at the knees. That's strike 1.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense. Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. 2nd inning here, no score. And another ball Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there.
And he can't come up with it. And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Couple of singles back to back. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Jorge Mateo now. 2 hits in the game last night. And a swing and a miss.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here at the top of the second. And that clips the inside corner. Out towards right center field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's 2 down.
The pitcher,
So first and second with 2 outs. Stepping in, Kyle Bradish. And he takes a strike.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
First and second, 2 down here in the second game of the series. Tapped on the ground softly to short. Cruz whips it across. Out number 3. Orioles strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
Well, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
Up the middle. What a stop. On the run, throw to first. On the money, nice play.
batting fifth, the second baseman,
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Liover Peguero. Hitless yesterday as they only pushed across 1 run. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One down, base is empty. That's a slider for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
The 1-2. That one missed.
It's a good take.
Hit weakly on the ground. Westberg throws to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
And here's the catcher, Henry Davis. And this is inside. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Two down, nobody on.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Got it by him for the K. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. We'll move to the third with no score. Top half of the third inning. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Cedric.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
That one not close. 1-0. Strike one.
1-1.
The wide to kick the pitch.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
And another ball.
2-2.
And he deals. That one in the dirt, and a full count down. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Sawinski under it. And there's one down. And now it's going to be Jordan Westburg. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. The pitch.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Top of the third, no score. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's out number 2. Here's Adley Rutschman. He's 0 for 1. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their number one job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
2 outs.
2 balls. 1 strike.
And that one just missed off the outside edge. Gunnar Henderson in the on-deck circle. The pitch. And it's filled up.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
And he grounds one to the right side. Aguero. 3rd out. So they make short work of him there. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. No score. Bottom of the inning. And now the center fielder, Jack Sawinski. Bradish back to work. Gets the call. It's 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And the right-hander deals.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area. Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And now it's Rowdy Tellez. Hitless last night, and they only scored 1 run. That one finds the zone. 0-1. One down, base is empty. Now 1-1. And there's a ball. Good eye right there.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And there's ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
One down. Next to hit, Alex Wood. Squares the bunt, but that rolls foul. The pitch. Lays down a bunt to the right side, and he picks it up, and he'll put it in his pocket. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
The third baseman, number 13, Steve Ryan. Hey.
So the Pirates' batting order turns over. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Went down on strikes his first time through. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Close, but called the ball. And it's 2-0. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Outside low. 3-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Righty delivers, and he walked him. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Now the number 2 hitter. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
The Pirates looking to strike first here in the last half of the third. That one missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Line drive. Brings it in, and that will end the inning. Pirates strand a couple, and we are still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And a pitch. The shortstop takes the ball. Pitch misses. Ball 2.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And that's outside. And it's 3-0.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
It's in there, and the count is 3-1. Inside ball 4.
Well, that could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off his shoulder.
Go ahead run on base. Anthony Santander at the plate. Now snap throw to first. Henderson dives back in safely. And that one is inside ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Here comes a pitch. That's inside. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
2-0. High fly ball down the left field line. That's back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. He powers that one out of here. That's career homer number 149. The Orioles strike first. It's 2-0.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
So digging in, Ryan O'Hearn. And that one clips the corner.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody on, nobody out here in the second game of the series. Bounced up the middle. Cruz whips it to first on the run. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
Up next for the Orioles, the left fielder,
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In there, and it's 0-1.
One really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 down.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Bottom four, digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds. Yeah, the right-hander back to work.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And it's 1-1. And here it comes. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup hitter, O'Neal Cruz. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neill. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
Right through there for a strike. Looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Aguero in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
The pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. At the belt and fires. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
That's to third. Fires across the diamond. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Bucks go down quietly. They trail things here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Kyle Bradish. The wind of the pitch. Swings and misses. 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Marco Gonzalez up and loosening in the pen. Contreras also throwing. And the lefty with the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Next offering misses down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Mullins lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Up the middle, boots it.
Now back, third baseman.
One gone, runner at first. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. And there's a foul ball. Mullins at first, 1 gone. Step off throw to first. Mullins back in on a dive. Oh, 1 now. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. A switch hitter batting right. Ball 1 and a pitch inside. Rutschman, a former All-Star, 27 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Nabs it, and that is that. And the Orioles leave 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Back here at PNC Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's going to be Henry Davis. And a pitch. A little bit high. And it's 1-0.
You know, these Pirates just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
And another ball. Just missed.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Inside corner for a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And a pitch. He goes down looking.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him walk. That was just nasty.
Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. The Pirates yet to pick up a hit here. Hard on the ground to first. O'Hearn takes it to the bag. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Rowdy Tellez. He reached on a walk his first time. Hard hit right side. O'Hearn steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. The wind of the pitch. There's the strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
And a good eye there. That misses. 2 balls and a strike. The wind and the pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2. And down on strikes. 1 away. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Alex Wood gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. The new pitcher in the game, Marco Gonzalez.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
And now Anthony Santander. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
That one catches the zone. Strike 1. Right through there for a strike. Oh, 0-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one inside, and the count 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. 1 down, base is empty. That one misses, and the count's full.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one is inside, ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. So up next, Ryan O'Hearn, 1 for 2. This is again 5 in a row. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Colin Holderman loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Hernandez, the lefty, warming up as well. The 1-0. Swinging a foul straight back. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Missed with a changeup, and the count's even at 2. The pitch. And that just misses.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
And now the lefty. That's out to center field. Sizes this one up. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. That clips the corner.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. One left for the Orioles, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Edward Olivares.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Brew. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
The right-hander back to work. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0. And another ball. That one fouled off. And the pitch. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 3-1 now. And that one fouled off. In danger of losing the no-hitter here. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And the righty deals. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And he deals. Left field. He's got it. One away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
And now the Pirates leadoff man, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Kicks and fires. Line and a base hit into right. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now it's the right fielder.
Number 19, Jared Triolo.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Kicks and deals. That's a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now here is Brian Reynolds. That pitch clips the outside corner, and it's 0-1. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Not even close there. And the count is 1-1.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Righty delivers. That one missing inside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
On the ground. Tosses to first, and they take care of Reynolds for the out.
Boog, that's a good at bat simply because they found a way to move both runners up a base. Now they're in a really good spot with 2 runners in scoring position.
O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two on, 2 outs. That one lifted to left. Cowser ranging back. He's got it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Pirates strand a couple. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Colin Holderman.
Going to be a tough matchup for him right here. Right-handed hitters have been having a lot of success against him so far this season.
So digging in, Jorge Mateo.
The second baseman, Jorge Mateo.
And a pitch. And there's the strike. Fly ball to right. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Kyle Bradish getting ready to hit. The other way. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 3. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. He was late there. Strike 1.
1-1.
1-2 now.
That's the ball.
That one just misses.
Careful.
On the ground, right side. Gathers and throws to first. And they get Mullins for the out. And the Orioles set down in order. Orioles held in check there as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Bottom of the 7th at the plate for Pittsburgh, Liover Peguero.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Swing and a miss. 0-1. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
In there at the knees. That's strike 2. Stays alive.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
In the dirt, and a count 1-2.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Good job to fight that one off.
Always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
That's hard hit on the line. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher,
Here's the catcher, Henry Davis. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Foul ball there. And it's strike 2.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
The Orioles up by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit. That's in there. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Short hop liner handled it short. Henderson over to first in time. And the Pirates go 1-2-3. Bucks go down quietly, and they're down 2-0. Ready to begin the 8th. Leading off, Jordan Westburg.
Jordan Westburg.
Holderman back to work. Out to short. Cruz. Low throw, and he can't dig it out.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. That one's in there, 0-1.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
And a base hit right there. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Digging in, Gunnar Henderson. A strikeout and a walk. There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. One run is in. He's in there. And they're up by 4.
Back-to-back base hits. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
And here is Anthony Santander. He's already homered in this game. That one ripped. This looks like extra bases. Around third. He will score. It's 5-0. And that's a double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch. Jose Hernandez on a pitch now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch. Michael A. Taylor, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Now playing center field and batting 9, number 12, Michael A. Taylor.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Ryan O'Hearn. First pitch just misses. Santander leads off second with nobody out. And that one ripped into right, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. Pittsburgh doesn't often get enough praise as a baseball town, but you think of all the greats who have been Pirates, like Honus Wagner, Willie Stargell, Roberto Clemente. It's pretty amazing. Colton Cowser now at the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And first offering is fouled off.
And talking about that Pittsburgh history, Boog, don't forget the great Negro Leaguers of the Pittsburgh Crawfords and Homestead Grays. Satchel Paige, Josh Gibson, Cool Papa Bell, Oscar Charleston, Buck Leonard. The list just goes on and on.
One away with a runner at third. And we're in the top of the 8th. And that's off the inside edge. 1-2 to count. Movement in the bullpen. Dowry Moretta preparing to come on if needed. The 1-2. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the second game of the series. And another ball.
2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Jorge Mateo, the next to hit for the Orioles. That misses the zone. Ball 1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Fastball gets the corner at the knees. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 and 2.
And the slider just misses.
2-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
The next offering misses. Full count now.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Outside, and that is ball 4. Orioles making a move for a pinch hitter. Ryan Mountcastle.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
Hernandez keeping him close.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And first offering is fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Off the mark there. And 1-1. Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And a 1-2. Just missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one not close. And now 3-2. This one lifted in the air, left field. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. So they get 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Orioles 5 and the Pirates nothing. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Dylan Tate.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Tate.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Rowdy Tellez.
The first baseman, Rowdy.
Tate, 30 years old now, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Movement in the Orioles bullpen. Danny Coulombe is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. The pitch.
That's the ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Next offering is in for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
In the air, left field. Cowser makes the play. One up, one down.
The center fielder, number 12.
And here's the veteran outfielder, Michael A. Taylor. And it's 0-1. The Orioles leading by 5 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one's in there. That is strike 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Hayes in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Two outs. And 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Wouldn't chase that time.
2 and 2.
Two now. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Dauri Moreta.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Back to the top of the lineup, Cedric Mullins digs in now. And here it comes. And a strike in there. Action in the pen down there. Aroldis Chapman, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. Good eye right there.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Next offering is down low. Just missed. Right through there for a strike.
Careful.
Payoff pitch. Struck him out looking.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Westberg now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Line drive and foul ball. Bases empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Rutschman in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on, and that's in for a strike. Hit in the air, center field. Taylor under it. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Orioles 5 and the Pirates nothing. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Mike Baumann.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now the right fielder.
For the Pirates, the right fielder, Jared Triolo.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Swing and a miss, strike one. In the air, left side. And there's one away.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the left fielder.
He's 2 outs away. Now the left fielder, Brian Reynolds. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. That's a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Goes down looking.
Tunneled that pitch. Thought it was going to be a slider breaking in off the plate, but it humped the corner. And at that point, when he recognized it, it was just too late.
So it's their last chance in this one. Up next for the Pirates, O'Neal Cruz. Now he breaks his bat. Scoops it up barehanded, and he's safe at first. Some strange defense there.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
And here is Liover Peguero. That just misses. And that's ball 2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. No throw. That's an error, and everyone is safe.
Now that the catcher,
Henry Davis, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
2 on, 2 outs. Misses inside. They're down 3-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. First and second, 2 down. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Got him. And that'll do it.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
5-0 the final in this one as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 7 runners on base. For the Pirates, no runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.